In this tutorial, we are going to show you how to enter payroll as well as best practices for reviews. Since you are submitting your payroll, it is your responsibility to ensure that payroll is correct. So we are going to show you several different types of reports that we use internally to make sure that payroll is correct or to spot errors in the data entry. From the payroll system, you will simply go over to payroll processing. You will then select the time entry grid under the payroll entry menu. As you can see, I've already entered all of my hours for all of the different employees. As you can see, Doc Brown has several different hours that I've entered, as well as different departments that we allocated those hours to. If we go down though to Cho Chang, you will see though that there's only one item here. The way that you handle this is that you would have to insert a new row. Now, depending on whether you're using a Windows computer or a Mac will dictate how you do that. To find out how, you simply click on the help icon at the top here, and you will simply click Time Entry Grid. That will go ahead and bring up a university article that will show you about shortcuts. So as you can see here, we can see for entering a grid, Mac users only inserts a new row for the current earning, which is Control Enter. If I was using a Windows computer, it would be Control Insert. I'm using a Mac, so I'm going to use Control Enter. So I'm going to click on the box. I'm going to hit Control Enter, and it will put in a new line for me. As you can see, I have a separate entry here, and now I can go ahead and split out allocations, hours, or whatever I want to do. Once payroll is entered, I will simply go over here to process payroll. From here, I will select Preview Payroll. And the system is going to calculate the payroll. Previewing payroll is like calculating payroll. There's two reports that we highly recommend that you use to review your payroll. The first one is the Payroll Summary Report. This will show you your cash requirements as well as a breakdown between taxes, direct deposits, and things of that nature. We'll go ahead and let the system load this report for us. And as you can see, the system is going to give us a report that shows us our total cash requirements as well as when the impound is coming out. We can see a breakdown of the various pieces of information on this payroll, such as taxes. And if we scroll down, we can also see our total earnings, our deductions, our company matches, and things of that nature. The other report that we highly recommend you use is our payroll register report. So I'm going to go ahead and select that and click Go and let the system load this. This report shows every single employee that is getting paid as well as how much they are getting paid. Best practices would say to go down, scroll to the bottom, where it's going to give you your company totals, and then you would tie out these amounts to what you're running payroll with. You can also view an individual employee and see all of their information. If you made a mistake, not a big deal. You simply click on the time entry grid again, make the changes, add hours, deductions, whatever you want, and then simply go back down to process payroll. You'll preview it again, which again is calculate. You have to calculate the payroll every time you make a change. And then if you were good, you would simply select submit. This notifies your account manager that your payroll is done, and then we will finish finalizing your payroll for you. There's a couple other things I want to show you about the payroll processing, little bonus things. From time to time, you will have an employee that has an oddity or an irregularity on the payroll, and you need to do some special overrides. For this, we like to use the individual time entry screen. Now up here in the right, I'm going to simply select all from where it says template. Now what's going to happen is the screen is going to show you every single thing that is set up under this employee's account as far as rates, deductions, taxes, and things like that. You have the ability to go ahead and overriding these, as well as the taxes down here. Please note, Medicare and Social Security are never to be overridden. If you override these amounts, it will cause a problem and we will end up having to do adjustment work for you. If I wanted to block a deduction, I could simply click Block Deduction. If I wanted to override a deduction, I could simply put in the amount that I want to override. Once I've done the changes, I can simply click Preview Check. This will give me a preview of that individual's check to see if what I put in is what I want. As you can see, there's my $50 deduction for fines. If I said I didn't want to do that or I made a mistake, I simply would click the back button. I would scroll down, make the change. Let's say I wanted to do $55. And now I'd preview it again just to make sure that it is correct. Please note, with the individual time entry, you still do need to go down to the process payroll and re-preview your payroll for the changes to take effect. If you see something such as a deduction that is not there, you need to add that to your template. So the way that you do that is simply click on the payroll entry setup link. We're going to select time entry templates. And then from here, you will see that we have a single template set up. You can add additional templates as you see fit, or you can simply edit this template. I'm going to go ahead and click on the deductions template. And as you can see, there are no deductions that are showing up in my template. So if I want to click edit, and I'm going to select fines and hit save. Now, if I go back into my time entry grid and I scroll over, you can see that the fines is now there. If I wanted to remove that, I would simply go back to my time entry templates and I would just uncheck that deduction. I'm clicking edit and then I'm unchecking the box. Click save. And then if we go back into our time entry template, our time entry grid, we will see that that is no longer there. This is how you add new deductions and earnings to your template so you can key information in there.